Hello, my dear Scorpio. How are you? Welcome. I hope you are doing very, very well. Scorpio, let's see what your energies are like right now so that you can use them to your advantage and be able to see a situation from a new point of view. This reading is general. Take what resonates with you. If not, discard the message. And it applies to all those who have their sun, rising, moon, or Venus in the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio, if you need a personal consultation with me, you can write to the email shown on the screen, and I will be sending you all the information you need. All right, let's channel a message. For the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio, let's see. How does all this start? It starts here with strength. The Six of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Nine of Cups. Wow. The Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles. That ending is beautiful. And here you have at the bottom of the deck, the Chariot. Wow, Scorpio. I'm really amazed by your outcome. I'm really amazed by this because there's a lot of power here. There's a lot of success, right? Recognition, satisfaction, right? There's something that is becoming established that is finally settling into. This is really good. Besides, of course, your trump card, right? Because I feel like it seems you're starting to enter a stage where you're beginning to take control of your life, right? The direction is clear, right? And you're moving forward with determination. But let's start analyzing your reading because as you have this underlying energy here that has to do exactly with that progress, right? With victory, with being determined, right? With conquering your goals as well. So it seems to me, Scorpio, that you're coming out of a period and you're already entering a stage of action. You're starting to move. So it's like this energy is telling you, right? That you should take the reins of your life. The path here is already open to be able to move forward. So it could also be that certain situations will start to move as well after a period when everything seemed blocked or on pause. If we start analyzing the beginning of your reading, I see here a lot of topics that have to do with your personal power. Personal power, there's a lot of intensity here because you're starting with an energy that has to do with your self-control, with your mastery, right? Inner power, courage. It's also about how you master your emotions. So I think that starting with this energy up until a moment ago when, wow, there's a strong Scorpio here. There's a really strong Scorpio here. Why? Because you have, let's see, an energy right now to be able to control yourself, to be able to control your impulses, also to control your fears or very intense emotions, right? Don't give any of that power. You have control right now. And you have here an energy that's exactly about success, right? About triumph, about an achievement that can be seen, validation. So I think that after the efforts you've made, after important efforts, you're starting to receive signs that you're going down the right path. There can also be recognition from other people or that you have that feeling of victory, right? Like, I did it, right? All right. But here we have an energy that shows a little bit of tiredness. Because what I feel is that this didn't come easy. It's like I feel that you fought a lot. You struggled a lot to be able to get to that place, right? Where you are. It's true that you might feel a bit exhausted, but also take this into account, right? Like, let's see. This energy is kind of telling you, all right, I've already gone through a lot of challenges. Enough. But I also feel like it's an energy of resistance, you know, like, wow, everything you've resisted lately. The goal is very close. So it seems to me that what this energy is telling you is that, Scorpio, you're stronger than you think right now. The achievements are about to begin to arrive. I feel it. But what I also feel is that there's also a kind of trend to always be on alert, to keep your guard up, to not fully let yourself relax, right? Because of what you've been through. And this is normal for it to happen. If we go to the center of your reading, there are many cups, right? There are a lot of emotions. And you start with an energy that has a lot to do with your emotional depth, right? With intuition, with sensitivity, with empathy, right? With understanding. I feel that this energy right now is favoring your emotional intelligence, right? But I see that an important reflection is coming up here. Why? Because there might be some dissatisfaction, right? Emotional dissatisfaction, boredom, or a need for something more meaningful for you. I mean, I feel like there are opportunities because something is coming your way. Eh, eh, but it could be that certain things no longer generate the same excitement for you as before. Okay, now let's analyze. But here we have the key. There's a bit of nostalgia here, like a Scorpio who's remembering things. Maybe you're thinking about a past relationship, a partner, someone from the past, right? Or maybe you reconnect with someone, that someone has shown up and is making you think, like, I'm thinking about it, right? I'm thinking this person has shown up in my life again, right? Well, so I feel like you're also in a moment of reflection about stories, right? Important stories, or a reunion, right? Also a reunion with yourself, with aspects that you might have forgotten and that now come back to your memory. So I think, Scorpio, that you are at a moment where you are reviewing things emotionally. What things still have real value for you? And which ones no longer nourish you? Do they no longer nourish your heart? That's what it's about, a review. If we go here, at the end of your reading, wow, that's what surprised me when we started this reading, right? Because it amazes me. There's a sense of satisfaction here, not well-being, of emotional achievement, and also a lot of enjoyment. It's like being grateful and feeling fulfilled. Mm. And here I follow the energy of reward, of prosperity, of security. So maybe what this card is telling you, right, is that you should enjoy, Scorpio, the fruits of your effort. Mm. And here, precisely, all of this starts to come together, right? Here, stability appears. Here, solid construction appears. Material security. I mean, this is sustainable prosperity. So, what is it telling you, Scorpio? This row that you have energy and very, very favorable energies available to you right now, so that you can consolidate emotional well-being, independence, and also financial stability. So pay attention. Pay attention to money matters. Work, your profession, your career. There could be some kind of very important consolidation here. Recognition. Pay attention, Scorpio. Now, if we look at some combinations from your reading, right? I feel on one hand, yes, a Scorpio who recovers, who regains control, control of his life, of his destiny. You also got several energies, right? Of triumph, of goals that you've been chasing, going after them. I feel like you're about to reach them. I see very good energy right now when it comes to your finances, your work, and your profession. So go ahead. But I also see some emotional healing here, of emotional processes that you are going through right now, right? I feel it more like a reconciliation with yourself, an internal reconciliation. When these things from the past are understood. So in general, your reading, Scorpio, is a reading of consolidation. What I also see is empowerment, right? You're at a moment where you're about to regain your personal power. In other words, I feel powerful again. I feel confident again. I feel empowered again. Okay. That's what I'm feeling. It's true that there's still some tiredness, emotional exhaustion. Mm. But it's like you've already faced what you had to face. I feel like the test has been overcome. But don't let past experiences stop you from enjoying what's coming now. I mean, it's true that you've gone through these tests, but now, once you've gotten through them, you're starting to enter a stage of rewards and satisfaction. Okay? Enjoy it. Enjoy that, Scorpio, the present and what's about to come. Let's see, Scorpio, what we have in the oracle. Let's see what your advice is going to be. Let's see, Scorpio. Scorpio, you have the lynx. It's the guardian of secrets. It tells you, stay away from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowledge. You see the secrets of others and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. Dear Scorpio, this is what we have seen. As for the general and available energies for you, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you here next time.